All right, let's take a look at your swing from down the line. So a few things that we look for. One of them is going to be early extension, and we'll see how we do here. So we're just looking to see if the glute space here maintains that line, and that as you rotate into the downswing, that the left glute takes up that space as opposed to you kind of shooting forward. So as we kind of get through here and we do this, let's see, do you come off that line a little bit? Yep, a little bit. So maybe some early extension through there. A slightly better angle would be if I took one big step to the left, maybe 1.5 big steps to the left, right? But still, I think there is some early extension happening through there. And so we can just kind of take that into consideration as we move forward. Now, I think the big one from this angle is, of course, going to be the plane, right? So let's take a look and see where you're ending up. We draw a big line through the club there, and then we want to take you to where the arm is back to about parallel to the ground. So we're looking at the lead side arm right there. See how it's parallel to the ground? And then let's get a look at where the club is at. And we want to see that this plane maintains, or that your club will come down through this slot here. And as we keep going, you see you keep going a little bit higher, and then you come right down over the top on there, right? So something that we can also look at is, do you kind of fix your planing mechanism at the last second? And we'd expect at impact, so we draw the line at impact, is the club on that line for the few frames before it. And it is not, it's still over the top of that impact line, right? So that means you're coming through with a big over the top. Another thing that we can kind of look at to see if that's happening is, do you chop your head off with your club, right? So we bring it back a little bit delay on here, and then in your backswing, does this shaft cut right through the neck? And you can see as we come through, oh yeah, cutting it right off, right? So that's just telling us how shallow we kind of are through there. So a couple, probably the two biggest things that we can see from the swing when we're taking a look down the line, right? And then we can get a video from the side. We can see where you're shifting and different things like that is happening. But overall, for the most part, this is telling us, you know, where does the brain need to go to cue you out of these positions. When it comes to the early extension, we look a lot at the lower extremity. We've built up so much more space into there. How can we give you drills that will cue you into using this that'll transfer to the golf course? And that's kind of the stage that we're at now, where we're going to keep looking at and seeing what are different drills that we can do to get you to create rotation, speed, power into those hips and trunk without losing your angles, your posture in the golf swing. When it comes to over the top, we got to get you comfortable using your end ranges of thoracic rotation and their shoulder mobility, so that when we ask you not to hike through here, that you feel relatively comfortable not doing that. And again, we've gotten you to the position where you have that mobility that we need. We just got to make sure that we can get you strong and comfortable in the gym and in the clinic using those ranges, so that when we give you a swing drill that's asking you to get kind of super wide through here, that it doesn't feel too awkward. It's going to feel awkward no matter what, but it gets you comfortable doing it. We can get you to the point where you can do it. Now we just got to get you comfortable doing it, and that's kind of where we're at.